Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out the newest episode of Mushoku Tensei, episode 4 of season 4, a king class water mage. I'm assuming this is going to be in reference to Roxy. I forget if that's her current level or maybe one that she reaches in this episode, because we do know that she's honestly progressed quite a bit since her first meeting with Rudy. She's slowly been improving, and I think she felt a little bit stagnant before Medium compared to now where she's much more improving. So I'm excited to see this episode and what we get just have in store for us. If you are new to my channel though, this will be more of a watch along than a straight up reaction. So if you'd like the audio and or full video, you can sync up with your own copy of the episode. If not, you can see it blurred behind me and read the subtitles below me to follow along. I'll just give us a countdown and we can get right into this episode. 3, 2, 1, start. I should be synced up and good to go. Mm, best way a father can go out, essentially. That episode was pressing, though. It's good that they're at least looking at the positives. Do we all have a... Oh, they're back on an adventure. We have a group morning session, it looks like. Oh, the girl's already gone. Yep, some things will always be the same. Oh! This from the dungeon? I guess Labyrinth. Little something from us, too. New guy. It's very funny how he got wrapped around into this story. If I remember right, we met him before we knew who he was. Oh, and we are doing the season 1 openings over montages and stuff. Thank God. I've been missing this so much since season 1. I forget if it's the same song or not, but this has always been was one of my favorite aspects of season 1 from a production standpoint. Like not just talking about story stuff. Aw, thanks for the day. Man, I am getting so worried. We have such a despite everything we've been through, we're at such like almost a stable spot right now at home. Um, and just like seeing how everyone like around the town and everything bonded together. Like even passing by, I'm giving a little wave and stuff. Hello. I saw a lot more stuff about him after the last episode and he made his appearance. I I don't know if I mentioned it last episode, but I do remember when people were talking about him. I think he was introduced in season 2 when we were adventuring with that group that just left on our way home after. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Now that you're back home, you're not really. I mean, you did just bring home a fucking pile of money. I was just thinking that too. She's actually doing something, not just staring into space. Yeah. Yeah, that's when she shot down the tree. Technically, the second time she shot it down too. Yeah, I have a feeling. But as I was gonna say, I was listening to that scene though. Um, I don't think she might not ever fully get her memory back, but I think she might just slowly become more there. Where okay, now you like you're an idiot. Is there a adult person in there? Oh, ominous. Dude, what are with all these ominous sequences inside the house? Like I know technically it was like a kind of like a haunted mansion originally, but his oh, is it something small maybe? Oh, it's the plant. Bro, what is with this show making everything seem so ominous? Mad that she even found it. Oh, so they're literally like base level monster. Oh, is it like collecting mana or something from everyone around the house? Oh god. Feed it some shit? Bathwater. Well, my thought process was more that maybe there was mana in the water, but I see some things never change, Rudy. The way it's looking at him like an animal too. Dude, it looks so fucking horrible. That is true. She does know about I was just thinking that she knew about those. I didn't realize she knew the spot. Fucking blackmailing him. Which I think it's fine as long as this pet doesn't actually end up being a problem. Look at the little fucking wiggle. Doing a little fucking dance. I'm interested to know what her thoughts are not actually being a resident of this world. I I was gonna say I think it's more like a wild animal because I'm sure Rudeus has. Oh, interesting. Rudeus has a slightly different perspective on a little things coming from the real world. Um, fucking ammo for later to use against him. Little gremlin. Latest family pet. Look at the drawing. Oh, is that fuck? That's Rudeus's drawing. Nullifies barriers as well as ordinary spells. Oh, Hydra scale. That makes sense though, considering how the fight went. Instantly breaks things. That is an impressive ability. Damn. Rudy, you should try and fucking get them to make your hand out of that if we're gonna be 100% honest. Although that might affect him as well. Unless they have a way to turn it on and off. I don't blame him for being on edge. You do have to live your life, but yeah, the side of two of them, it's want to be extra careful now. Carrying a little Rudeus statue. Oh, a large mana crystal. Any smaller? Oh, so each crystal has like a magic circle on top of it. Dude, the use of magic circles is so interesting. I love how excited she is. No need to rush. That is a much better perspective to have. Oh, fair enough. I still find it so funny. She calls him Grand Master. I'm your man. I actually adore how much of a character he's become since his little like one-off episode in season 1 with Eris, which I think was an OVA. I don't even think it was the original count of episodes. Is he trying to? This is an awful conversation for everyone to hear. A female student being one of his wives. Bro's like, I ain't touching this. Unfortunate. The bro looks so excited. Now she's beginning to realize what the fuck he's actually talking about. As usual, she was thinking a lot more of on the naughty side. Oh, so that is her class level now, and okay, and that's oh, this is kind of cute. This reminds me of when Roxy first took Rudy out and helped him get over his fear of the outside. Greyrat family horse. That's what I was thinking about too the moment we got here. That's cute. Oh, I liked it. Oh yeah, I forgot Roxy was first because he had such a good handle of magic by the time made friends with her. Cute. Quite a while. I love I talk about it in any series that deals with it, but I love a show that will let time pass in its series. It's always so much more enjoyable, and the characters feel so much more developed and fleshed out. Lightning. It's interesting that lightning still counts as water because it's like under like a storm. Aerial path. Making a giant storm. I think that's just the first step. Yeah, she forms the storm and then forms the lightning inside of it. Oh man, the OST. Fuck yeah. Impressive. I wonder if it's possible to shoot lightning like directly from mana or if you have to form a storm for get lightning. Oh god, I remember when he casted fucking the last time she showed him something. You guys might want to be a little careful. Although to be fair, both of them are also very strong characters. They would be fine. Save OST them. So familiar. I like how you can see him struggle and, like, fighting through it to try and, oh, there it's forming. I love how it, like, forms a cloud and then strikes down from that, point. Very impressive. I'm kinda sad we didn't get to see her attempt. Yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why she didn't want to, 'cause it would be, pretty frustrating. A lot nice. God, don't introduce me to scary concepts like that, Roxy. I'm already so worried that everything's gonna go wrong so quickly. It honestly is kind of true that realistically, anyone who would have ran into him first probably would have changed things. Yeah, he is the lucky one. Without anyone else, he would not have progressed this far in this world until he actually had some outside influence. He wasn't able to take any steps, which I actually always really enjoyed because so often I feel like you see like the typical isekai protagonist get thrown into the world and then immediately just everything's going right for them. They're like locked in, they're like doing everything immediately. I actually kind of loved how in Mushoku Tensei still struggled a lot and it took essentially still forming like a bond and doing something that he would have had to do in his actual life the same way. Um It's something I've always really enjoyed. Man, this episode was fantastic though. This has honestly given me we had quite a lot of the like slice of life episodes in season 2 as well, but the way they're like structured so far, I mean this one was like direct like essentially callback to season 1, but I'm really loving the vibe. I'm wondering how long it lasts until something goes wrong, like with maybe uh like the rest of Paul's team leaving, maybe they'll run into trouble, get taken out. Honestly, this show is so diabolical. I could imagine the fucking dragon god just pulling up and just fucking nuking half this town. Like, I really never know what to expect with this show. I imagine it probably won't be something that crazy. I think if there is like another turning point or anything like that, I think the next one is going to be a very personal type of conflict because the way we built everything up, especially with more recently with Paul and everything, I think we're gonna have a really either an important choice to make or something's gonna go wrong. Because we also, based off everything I'm getting from like the ending and just like the promotion around the season, and everything, I'm assuming Eris is coming back into the picture in this story, so I'm very interested to see how exactly that plays in, if she maybe just shows up at the house, or maybe she gets into trouble and, like, comes to Rudy and, the rest of them for help, and then we have to help her, or, yeah, I'm very, very interested, 'cause there's still also a lot that, like, really don't have full explanations, like, we don't have, like, and I am assuming based off the writing of the show and how everything has been set up, there will be explanations for this. We don't really know the truth behind the teleportation disaster yet. I think we had a couple lines from the Dragon God, um, about maybe something going wrong, or this wasn't. There was some dialogue line in one of the seasons when we saw him like walking in a mountain like by some dragons or something like that. Um, so yeah, I love this show because, well, when you're like actually going through an episode and everything makes a lot of sense, and there is like usually like a core direction the series is going, but at the same time, the amount like on a dime it can like throw you for a loop or send you in like a direction you did not expect to go. Like for example, like everything with Paul and Zenith and like the labyrinth and everything was not really something that was like I was expecting, or for us to like even lose Paul like that. They like all very crazy things. And we also haven't talked to the man god in a while. I don't think. I think the last time is when we were on like got sent to save Paul and them. So I imagine we might have a meeting with him again soon, especially because everything is so happy go lucky at the moment. Very worried, but I am enjoying the peace while we have it. Adorable callbacks to season one in this episode. Um and also just seeing the actual like bond between the characters and how the dynamic works now that there is essentially a second wife is really fun. Um And that whole sequence with the magic as well was so cool. I love the OST they used. It's one they've used quite a few times before. Um, and then the effects on the magic were just super cool, and I love how the magic itself works. Um, I'm actually one thing that I'm most disappointed with. I'm not a source reader, but I just know some things get cut. Um, the way they describe magic and stuff, I'm sad they don't go into as much depth as the light novel, because I really enjoy everything that we do get about this world's magic system and whatnot. Like this episode, the way the like lightning spell works, that it's not like its own type of magic. It's classified underwater magic because you conjure a storm and then that conjures lightning, and then you like essentially control it. It's just so cool. The like long ass chants and everything, I love. And I love in season one how they described the chants and things like that. Um, how it's like essentially like um a way to almost like help you remember like the flow, or like a way to like put down the spells, but you are able to do them just based off of feel and like how Rudeus casts a lot of magic. That also is just like a really cool concept to me. Um and I also like how there's like limitations different based off magic and stuff. Like he can't self heal himself without chanting, I'm pretty sure is the setback, because I forget what I don't think they ever told us in the show, but I'm pretty sure I had a light novel reader tell me the explanation. It's like I think it's because he's never been healed before, like super in depth, that he doesn't like know the feeling, or maybe he's never. I think it's something along those lines. Like, so he isn't able to actually perform it. Um, Also, the little dialogue, I assume this whole plot line with the automaton, and the magic circles and everything, we've used it a little bit in different elements. I assume it's gonna be building to a bigger picture. They constantly are dropping little bits of information about it, and I love everything about the magic circles we've learned. Very cool that like the inner core for the automaton isn't like just one big mana crystal. It's a bunch of little ones, each one with a magic circle, I assume, controlling a different element and working together to work such a complex thing like an automaton. Um, Very cool. I loved that concept as well. Um, I loved seeing more of Rudy with the kid as well. That also was very reminiscent of season one. they talked about it a little bit with like Paul trying to get Reese's attention and whatnot, and um, also cool to see um the Zenith kind of starting to do a little bit better and um actually getting out there moving and not just standing there staring off into nowhere. And then this whole sequence as well with the pet. I assume this is also something that might end up being mattering later on as well, but even if it doesn't, really cute. It gives me like very like a parent teaching their kid about like taking care of a pet and things like that. Um and I really enjoyed that. Also just fun world building is with like the how like people train them up and use them to take care of other monsters and things like that. So that's also a fun concept, and I think that's basically all my thoughts for this episode. I could honestly probably talk a little bit longer because this show I always have just so many thoughts about because even when we have a more chill episode like this, there's still so much depth to the writing for a lot of these moments. Um and it makes me so happy to see that we are doing the season 1 type openings with like the montages and whatnot. Um wasn't like the most insane montage or anything, but when these are utilized super well, it's so perfect. It allows for so much extra world building and things that maybe not you wouldn't have been able to include in an actual episode like for 23 minutes or whatever. But when you get an extra like minute and a half where you can just show like little bits of information sprinkled throughout in the background, one of the things I really liked was just seeing him and his bond to the people around the town and everything. Um Also cool to see a Dillo here. I am gonna be a absolute glazer of this dude. I don't know if he ever actually matters, but just I am a huge fan of like little animal creatures and stuff like that. And I love that the fact that even after we got him, we still have him chilling with us. I just find that really fun. Um, I pray for the day he comes in clutch, saves the day. But I think other than that, all my thoughts on this episode. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. Anything that was cut maybe from the light novel if you're a sorcery, if you've read the light novel before. But other than that, I will catch you guys all later. I will have a One Piece reaction coming out in a couple hours. I just have some family stuff to do first, and then I'll get that uploaded for you guys. But I'll see you later, and peace.